Hello, and welcome back to Let's Watch Rainbow Dash Presents. I am your host, the beautiful, the beloved Banada. And, alright, so today we're watching Rainbow Dash Presents, and I'm not sure what episode this is. Obviously being the title, because that's what the title is for. So, I guess, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play.
No, this story is totally awesome,
Okay,
you
we got
guys.
Rainbow
And I
Dash,
just got
Big
the
Mac,
Shogoth out of my
and-
fireplace.
Well, what Shogoth?
Last time me and Pinky did something like this, we had so much fun. You're just gonna...
Good.
Oh, shitballs.
Oh, it's the middle of the afternoon.
It's always morning somewhere.
Okay.
I am going to read today. You are dismissed, Rainbow Dash.
Okay, see you guys later.
Guest feature.
I was bored.
Oh. Oh, well, that. Oh, God. This is not going to end well for anybody. That laugh. Spiders.
Twilight awakens in her bedroom. She's depressed, as per usual.
Aw.
Each day fails to present reason to draw further breath.
Wow.
Her servant
pretty dark.
Spike does not respect her, and when he grows to suitable age, he will devour Twilight with impunity.
Wow.
It is not but fear of death which impels the young man to study.
Wait, what?
Time is non-refundable. The Reaper sharpens his tool for the harvest.
Oh, God.
Indifferent as the sun, which rises and sets each day.
That's
as
depressing.
The creatures below were but meaningless trivia to its majestic arc.
Mm.
The tool, which Twilight foolishly calls friend, belches forth a scroll. The parchment falls to the floor, waiting to be retrieved. Go on, my faithful student.
Man, nobody's
gotta
ever
pick up the
said that
scroll.
any
A
friend name
wise choice.
before that. Like that.
Because as you discover, the scroll was sent by none other than your beloved benevolent teacher.
Yeah, benevolent might
She
be the wrong
requests,
word.
with much honey and adoration, that you find a particular book and you cast a particular spell.
Alright.
That is your lesson for today. She asks of you very little. Twilight thinks, I wonder what my parents are doing.
Probably nothing as interesting as being Celestia, student. I get straight to work. I crack open the book and look at how to cast that spell.
Damn.
It looks simple. Too simple. Perhaps Celestia is growing feeble in her old age. Perhaps she became unhinged years ago. Perhaps it's about time someone overthrew Celestia and took her place. Before her frothing madness swallows up the entirety of Equestria.
Oh.
Do you disagree?
I think that this spell is going to teach me a valuable life lesson. Whatever it is, I get to casting it right away.
Oh, Twilight. If I were a lesser pony, I'd be furious with you. How lucky for us both that I am a god. The world grows at alarming speed. Or rather, you appear to be shrinking.
Goddamn shrink.
Further and
Spell.
further the walls and furniture tower above you. Your body is racked with extreme pain as it undergoes morphological changes that were never meant to be.
Goddamn.
You feel organs shift and buckle. Your liver slips, causing
Wow.
you a thick, cutting agony. When at last the horror reaches
And
its
you're a
inevitable
fucking
conclusion,
spider.
you remain an insect. But at this time in a form more fitting your
In case you
demeanor.
don't know, I am absolutely
Dear
terrified
student,
of spiders.
You are a spider.
Of course, not realistic spiders, so it's
8
okay.
hairy legs, venomous pincers, and no horn to speak of.
Kind of creepy, though.
If no stallion would love you before, your odds now seem severely diminished.
Damn.
But I don't want to be a spider.
Someone is sympathetic, I'm sure.
I uncast the spell.
And how do you intend to do that? As I recall, you ignorantly performed the rites without reading the fine details.
Lol.
Mainly, you did not prepare a means to reverse it. And now you are trapped. Just as you are trapped in this story until you find a way to return to your plain pony shape.
Then I go to get Spike. I don't know how yet, but this is his fault, and he's gonna do all the hard work to fix it, or I'll bite him in his sleep.
You cry out to Spike, but it is of no use. By what means did you intend to speak to him? At what point have you ever spoken to a spider?
Trust me, I never have.
Besides, I'd best beware, student. Pray,
Hey, that's what.
what does Spike do when he catches spiders around your domicile?
He eats them. with extreme prejudice. They're one of the few things he feels he has any power over.
Well then,
So
Wow.
what? I'm trapped as a spider in a story all by myself for
Basically.
the rest of eternity?
that will be the case. But Providence saw fit to smile upon you. Another spider crawls from
Big
between
Mac.
the cracks in the walls. A bright red
Why is
creature,
Big Mac a
unlike
spider?
any species you've seen in the area before.
Twilight, is that you? I recognize your hairy purple butt.
Applejack's brother?
Yup. Twilight, why am I a spider and how did I get here?
We're trapped in a story being read by Celestia. We have to find a way out.
When did that happen? I was just walking up to town from the farm a few minutes ago.
Seriously?
Oh, I suppose I should mention that this is a lesson for you, and I could care less what memories the Red One retains.
Wow.
You may want to redirect your line of conversation, lest you look like an insane, modestly unappealing arachnid.
Applejack's brother, we need to find a way to turn back into ponies. Can you help me?
Well, I'll be honest. I'm only good at two things. One is heavy lifting, and the other, well, anyone will tell you they don't call me Big Mac.
Oh, come
for nothing.
on.
Okay, great.
Come on.
Well, we can rule out one of your skill sets because as a female spider, I'm actually bigger than you, so I can lift more than you can, and the other is not useful at all. So, in general, we can conclude that you are not useful.
Damn.
And you have a girl's voice.
Well, hey now, let's not rule anything out. We still haven't proven that my other skill set won't turn
Oh.
us back into ponies. It's done some amazing things
Oh,
before.
God. I'm
He has a point.
not like where this is going.
Thanks to your idiocy, your only option now is to learn from scratch whatever will undo this spell you've cast. Since you have no reasonable way of forming a good hypothesis, you might as well try anything. Several times, of
Oh,
course,
why?
to eliminate confounding outliers.
Fine. Fine.
Why can't you go back and
We'll
read the
give it a
fine
shot,
print of
but
the
you better do
scroll?
it right.
Not that I'm picky or anything, but I was just wondering if we could find another spider. Maybe another male spider.
Twilight
Wow.
put on a tough exterior, but deep down her heart was wounded.
Aw.
Could her sniggering classmates have been correct?
Why do we need another spider? What's wrong with me, huh? Am I too fat?
I just think it would help things.
Well, forget it. You'll take what you get and you'll like it.
Okay, let's get started
Oh,
then.
okay.
Hang on, you're not doing it right.
I think I'd know if I was doing
What's
it
up with
wrong.
the retarded one
Spiders
on
have
left?
very complex mating rituals. You have to do the mating ritual.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
But you have to do it right or I'll eat you.
Oh.
I'm telling you, I
Okay.
know what I'm doing.
The red male begins dancing.
Yep.
His movements are hypnotic, and Twilight finds herself sedated, as if by a unique magic she will never experience again. The rest is biology.
Oh, please, God, no.
Several days later, Twilight finds herself laying a clutch of eggs.
Oh, Jesus.
The act is as painful as giving birth 1,000 times over.
Why? This is the worst day.
2 weeks pass, and no progress has been made in finding
Damn.
a solution to Twilight's conundrum.
Oh, support spike.
Meanwhile, Macintosh and Twilight have entered the misery stage of their relationship,
Oh, we
wherein
all saw this
Twilight
going.
relentlessly
Oh, this is
henpecks her
coming.
male companion into a state of alcoholism. He is miserable
Goddamn women.
because everything he does is wrong. And she is miserable because everything he does
is wrong.
So Applejack's brother, we've ruled out courtship,
Still don't know his
the
name.
miracle of childbirth, and hating each other as a means to change back into ponies.
So, what do you want me to do?
Why would you think
about it?
I
Evil
want
was
you to
working in
clean
the
up
first
the
place?
web is what I want you to do. This thing was totally spotless before you moved in.
Y'all were living alone for 5 minutes, and y'all never clean anything. I bet that without Spock around, y'all probably would have stewed in your own filth as a pony. I clean everything I use, so it lends itself to reason that everything should be clean if you aren't making messes.
Well, obviously you're not cleaning everything you use because the place is still a mess.
I want to go back to being a bachelor stallion. I'm Miss Caramel.
That's it. I'm going to my side of the web and I'm gonna cry until you apologize to me.
Goddamn women.
Twilight, look, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. It's my fault. You're right. I'll try to clean up around here more often.
Good, because I still have a bunch of other emotional problems that are your fault.
Well,
Wow.
seems I have things to do. Let's wrap this up, shall we?
Yay. Story
Twilight's
time's over.
disgusting arachnid children burst from
Oh,
his
Jesus.
sacks and
No.
unholy
Just
way,
no. Just.
shitting his
Ah.
for sustenance.
This is my every. Oh my God, that's my every nightmare.
What is this crap? Alright, look. Applejack's brother, I have a plan. I want you to kill me. throw me into the sea of spider babies.
Are y'all sure? It seems unlikely that we'll be blamed for this on account of the fact that no one knows we're spiders, and how would they find us anyway?
Just do it.
Macintosh throws Twilight into the millions of skittering mouths below.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
But Death's sweet embrace eludes the girl.
Seriously, this is my
As with all
every
things in her life,
nightmare.
She is merely swept away against her will. Her children lead her down the stairs.
Oh, God, poor
stopping
Spike.
briefly over Spike to drain the vital fluids from his body.
Up.
Perhaps a poetic justice for the spiders that they would appreciate if they were not the ilk of their parents' pairing. Out they go,
God damn.
pouring out of the windows and sweeping down the streets of Ponyville, picking the place clean of life.
Fly, damn
At
it.
last they reach the edge of town, and there, riding atop a hitherto
It's Troll
unknown
Man.
unicorn, who introduces himself as Argenbarger, is another spider.
Whoa.
The spider announces itself to be none other than the famed Merriam-Webster.
Cute.
The alicorn uses his fantastic power to annihilate the swarm of disobedient children, absorbing their essence in the wake of their deaths.
Oh.
He escorts Twilight back to her home and returns her to her natural form.
Yay,
as a
Deus Ex Machina, motherfuckers.
There, he explains that Merriam has been his companion for the past 1,000 years. The alicorn had always adored Twilight from afar, but with the recent turn of events, both Argenbarger and Merriam have fallen hopelessly in love with Twilight.
Get a newspaper, roll it up, squash Miriam. You're next if you don't get out of here, buddy.
He obliges out of blind, stupid, romantic inclinations. Now I suppose that concludes our little tale.
Yeah.
I hope you have learned something valuable, my faithful students.
And that's some awesome
Because I'll
boss
be
music right
expecting a full
there.
report on what you learned by tomorrow.
I'll get right on it.
Well, this was such a valuable learning tool. I think that from now on, all residents of Ponyville should be required to sit in for your friend's little readings whenever she requests it. You could always use more Aesops. Twilight.
Oh, Jesus.
Hello, beer.
Don't turn to the Corey now.
Oh, Argenberger was the guy who wrote it. He wrote a story about spiders, so definitely I hate him. Like, everything
The
about him.
spider announces itself to be none other than the famed Merriam-Webster.
Alright, so this has been Let's Watch.
I will.
Rainbow Dash
You in the
presents
street.
Spiders is
Hold out.
That'll happen.
Peace.
Well then.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't stop. Oh,